All right, no one really knows what the future holds, but that hasn't kept people from trying to predict what lies ahead. Back in 1980, KVUE News broadcast a series of reports on what Austin might look like in the future, specifically in the year 2000. Well, some of the predictions were accurate, but others, not so much. As we hear from Bob Buckaloo with tonight's Backstory.
Within the KVUE newsroom is a video library that contains virtually every news story we've broadcast from the past 5 decades. Thousands of videotapes that captured the people and events that shaped our world today. And it was here that we came across a fascinating series of local news stories from back in 1980. In those reports, former KVUE reporter Rick Hall interviewed some experts to hear their predictions about Austin in the year 2000. In one report, Rick explored what downtown Austin might look like in the year 2000.
Architect Sinclair Black sees this as a section of our downtown area where the buildings are no more than 4 stories tall, built right to the edge of property lines, but open in the center for the public with parks and playgrounds and public spaces.
It was an intriguing vision for a future downtown, but as we know, high-rise buildings continue to dominate Austin's skyline today. In another news story from 1980, predictions about mass transportation in Austin in 2000.
This is how the 21st century Austinite will get into town.
The person would probably be picked up by a very small bus which served that residential area, and they would be brought into a local or area terminal. And from that terminal, they would board a larger bus, which would then bring them into the central business district.
Light rail transit will also become an economic practicality and necessity to move large numbers of people to and from popular areas.
We could either construct those so that they ran in the air, like a monorail system, or in areas like the University of Texas or the Capitol Complex, they might run as underground, like a subway system.
A few of those predictions were generally correct. Buses still play a big role in Austin transportation, and we have limited light rail. Not every prediction was wrong. Certainly personal computers in their infancy in 1980 became a vital part of our lives today. Finally, how about this prediction from 1980, that many of us by now would be living in round houses with tiny kitchens and shag carpeting? That's one prediction that some may be thankful did not come true. Bob Buckaloo, KVUE News.